Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing some more fun-free drumming ideas. For this week's lesson and the following lesson, we're going to be looking at single measure drum fills, because I film in batches now. These ones are sort of like intermediate to advanced, depends on how fast you want to play them, the sort of like level of dynamics and musicality you want to apply to them. But the sticking patterns alone aren't particularly difficult, although we are going to sort of mix it up and lead some of them with like our weaker hand. In my case, it's my left. This first fill we're going to look at, it's actually going to be playing off the back of measure 4. So we're going to start on the and of beat 4, chucking a nice little right, left, right, which will be a 16th note triplet, and then we'll begin our sort of like core sticking pattern with our left hand. Sounds great, also works if you're sort of like playing like a 16th note half-time groove as well. So I'll show you sort of like both more conventional, and the same thing if we go, etc. Lots of high toms, snare drums and hi-hats in this one. I quite like it. Of course, once you've got the sticking down, play around with the voicing as much as you like, have some fun with it, and if you like what you saw in the intro and you want to give this one a crack, stick around and I'll break it down. Here we go. Right, first things first, I'm going to play you the fill, not too fast, and then what we'll do is we'll sort of like strip it back, break it down to all its little core components, and then like learn the little phrases, get quite good at doing those, and stitch it all back together, and then hopefully it will sound like a drum fill. So let's go nice and slow, here we go. Alright, obviously that crash we're doing there is beat 1 of the next bar. The first thing I would get down is getting to beat 1, which is going to be a left hand slap on the snare. So up until then it's just all groove, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we're going to play this little right, left, which is like a 16th note triplet. So like coming like and triplet, and then we're coming on the 1 with the left hand. So just try that a couple of times. So we got kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, right, left, right, left. Sort of use that in any context as well as you like, but it sounds quite nice. It's just a right, left, and that left is going to be sort of where we kick things off for like phrase number 2, which is going to be snare. So this is beat 1 of our actual sort of like drum fill, which would be like the second measure. So we've got 1, good hit. Let's try that again. So we've got 1 E and 2 E. All right, so treat that as a little group of 6. Because that's exactly what it is. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It starts with the left hand, left kick, right, left kick, kick. It's going to feel a little bit odd at first, especially when you're practicing in isolation. All right, the next group of 6 is relatively simple. It's going to be familiar. It's right, left, kick, kick, which is going to be. Okay, so your right hand's coming off that high tom, right, big hi-hat, big snare, another big hi-hat, and then 2 kicks. Alright, so you get this. Sounds a bit weird again, you wouldn't necessarily use this on its own. Or when you sort of chuck it into a larger pattern, it definitely has a place. Of course, you can use any sticking you like. Not sticking, you can use any voicing you like. So if you wanted to, you could do. It doesn't matter, it just sounds quite nice including the hi-hat and fills. Well, Eric Moore does it a lot, and I like Eric Moore, and I like to steal ideas from him, and this is what I do. I just steal ideas and then regurgitate them as mine. All right, so here we go. We've got, let's go the first group of 6 into the second group of 6. So we get that left kick, right, left kick, kick, and then we're going to come off the high tom, right, left, kick, kick, and then we've got our old classic snare, high, floor, kick, bar. You could do what you want at the end. If you wanted to, you could play 16th note triplets on the way out. Again, it doesn't matter what's sticking, but just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to go with right, kick, crash, because it feels familiar and nice, and we all get stuck into our own little personal habits, and I can't break them for some reason. So, let's put it all together. Let's going to go from beat 1. So we've got 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and crash. Now we've got measure 2 sorted, let's add the 16th note triplets off the high tom, which will be on the and of beat 4 from our sort of like groove bar. So we get. Oh, that feels weird. Turns out I can only do that at a certain speed. let's see if we can go from groove into fill, groove into fill. Yes, that makes sense. Put a bit more space between. 3 bars. And that is it. That is our first fill. The main tricky bit is going to be that kick, right, left, kick, kick. Again, because we're leading with our left hand, it might just feel a little bit awkward. But if you treat it like you're just hitting a snare drum, you know, on the downbeat as opposed to the backbeat, then it kind of works. It feels a bit more natural. But if you sort of like start thinking, you know, just practicing it in isolation, like trying to go fast straight away with your left hand lead, you might find it feels a little bit awkward. So try and get it into context straight away, and then hopefully it should all start to make sense a tiny bit. All right, so that's all of the explaining done. Let's pop up there and we'll do some demonstrating, or at least some more demonstrating. Here we go. All right, nice and slow. Groove, fill, groove, fill. But it's slow, so it should take a while. Probably use a metronome. Let's speed it up a little bit. This might make more sense now if we do the old classic 3 bars of groove, then chuck the fill on measure 4. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Feels nice at that tempo. Let's go a bit faster though. Time. Alright guys, so there it is. I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much. If you have anything to say about this particular lesson, please do so in the comments. It helps that sort of algorithm, I do believe. Also, it does help if you like the video, if you did like it, of course. If you didn't, don't dislike it, that's just mean. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you want the sheet music, there's a link which will take you over to my website, which is www.alexribchesterdrums.com. And if you like lessons like this, there's more of that. Some of it's behind like a paywall, a very small one. It's about £5 a month, which is going to change. I'm going to make it even cheaper soon. So I'll let you know when that happens, and then sign up then. That makes the most sense. All right, in the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. There'll be another fill coming next, and then we'll look at some grooves, and then we'll look at some exercises. I'll just record these little batches of whatever mood I'm in. So obviously we've done like some tom grooves, like an intermediate one, and sort of a beginner one. Well, that was kind of advanced, some of the last one. And then we'll do the same. Like we'll just give a little bit of variety of like fills, a little bit of variety of grooves, and a little bit of variety in terms of exercise you can practice as well. So once again, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one very, very shortly. All right, see you later. Bye.